Happy New Year and welcome to 2024. I hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year and are ready to get stuck into some new indie games. Let's jump in and take a look at January's selection. First up we have Momodora Moonlit Farewell, the latest in the long-running Metroidvania series. This game is set to wrap up the current storyline answering some of the mysteries posed by previous titles. But don't worry, developer Bomb Service have said they have developed the game to be enjoyable by those who have no prior knowledge of the series. As always, expect some brilliant combat and lovely pixel art from this latest Momodora game, and if you haven't tried the series before, now is the perfect time to jump in. Momodora Moonlit Farewell comes to PC January 11th. Our next title is Sovereign Syndicate, a steampunk CRPG set in Victorian London where you choose from one of 3 characters to play as, with each character providing a different story that will intertwine with the ones you don't pick, plus the standard branching storyline that you would expect from a modern CRPG. One of the major ways this game is looking to stand out is the use of a tarot card system that developers Crimson Herring Studios say will influence both combat and the conversation system. It's an interesting twist on the usual CRPG mechanics, and with a less explored setting, Sovereign Syndicate could provide a unique experience. You can find out yourself when Sovereign Syndicate releases on PC January 15th. Kingsvein is a tactical RPG that has a striking visual style that immediately drew me to it. Creating a team from 15 different classes, you adventure through a castle, taking part in deep tactical combat that allows you to, among other things, throw enemies into spikes and electrify blood, which all sounds a bit Divinity Original Sin-like. It all looks and sounds right up my alley. Kingsvein comes to PC January 16th. Our next entry sees a game coming out of early access into full release. Rising Lords is a medieval turn-based tactical game with board game mechanics. One of the striking things about this title is the art style, which looks like a medieval tapestry come to life. Offering a mix of management, intrigue and combat, you must expand your realm whilst making sure to keep everyone happy and beat off any pretenders to your title. It looks to have some good systems, and the board game mechanics alongside the art style make a compelling case for the game. Rising Lords comes out of Steam Early Access January 18th. Anomaly Agent is a cyberpunk action platformer that sees you take on the role of Agent 70 in a time-bending, action-packed adventure. Having played the demo, I can say the combat is a lot of fun, allowing you to deal with enemies in a variety of ways, using both skills you acquire and the environment. There is a slightly over-the-top quality to some of the design which I like, and there is a cracking synthwave soundtrack. It seems you can't tell a story anymore without a branching narrative of some kind, so there is that as well. All in all, this title has some real style and panache. Anomaly Agent comes to Nintendo Switch and PC January 24th. You may have heard of this next game, as the demo during the last Steam Next Fest was fairly popular. Enshrouded is a co-op survival RPG that looks to hit all the genre staples. The thing with this title perhaps though, is that combat looks pretty engaging, and in general there is a quality and look to the world that brings to mind Elder Scrolls titles. It's obviously taking a lot from games like Valheim, but does look like it's bringing some of its own ideas to the table. Enshrouded hits Steam Early Access January 24th.
Decide to fight. Flameborn confront danger head on. Wait, why are you sneaking around? I said head on. Okay, fine. Do it your way. But undoubtedly, all Flameborn are masters of building epic castles to show it. Oh, where's the castle? You're meant to be building an epic castle, not a hole in the ground. Although, that is nice. Okay, so you can build whatever you like. Where was I? Yes, Flameborn are explorers who glide over land and sea. Okay, then Flameborn are explorers who grapple over land and sea. Ah, now you're gliding. I see. Okay, you're just doing whatever you want. Where are you going? No, not into the shroud. No way! You're not ready for this, boss. He'll squash you. But what's going on here? There's more of you now? Oh, so you're teaming up. I see. You're all against me. Fine. Play however you want. It's your game.
Go Mecha Ball is a colourful twin-stick shooter with arcade roguelike mechanics. The hook with this game is that you can hurl your character around the arenas like a pinball, rolling and bumping as a ball. Levels are designed in such a way as to take advantage of the various skills you acquire that will boost you off walls and into the air. It all looks like riotous fun that will allow you to pull off satisfying trick shots. Go Mecha Ball bounces onto PC, Xbox and Xbox Game Pass January 25th. Next we have Roots of Yggdrasil, a deck building city builder roguelike. That's a bit of a mouthful, but as other titles have shown, mixing these three mechanics can be a recipe for success. As you play, you gain artifacts and upgrade your deck, using these advantages to grow your tribe, as you attempt to reach the top of Yggdrasil and escape Ragnarok. Roots of Yggdrasil drops into Steam Early Access January 24th. Our penultimate game and pick of the month is Unforetold Witchstone, a choice-driven sandbox RPG, which is the latest game from Spearhead Games, one of my favourite indie game developers. With their previous titles, they have looked to inject real choice and consequence into a variety of different genres, and have managed to create games that feel very different depending on what choices you make. So it is very exciting to see them making a sandbox RPG. I feared that this game was dead, as the Steam page had not been updated in nearly a year, but thankfully we saw a trailer at the end of November, and now an early access release date is upon us. Unforetold Witchstone reaches Steam Early Access January 25th.
How will you shape fate?
Finally for January, we have Eastward Octopia, which is not a full release, but rather DLC for Eastward, a brilliant RPG from a few years back. This DLC has you once again play as Sam and John as they turn their hands to farming and restoring an old theme park and town to its former glory. Featuring the same stunning pixel art and music of the base game, and promising many secrets and a whole new storyline to uncover, this DLC is sure to provide fans of Eastward a grand old time. Eastward Octopia comes to Nintendo Switch and PC January 31st. And that's your lot for January. An interesting mix of titles this month. Let me know in the comments below what games you are most looking forward to, and if you think I've missed anything. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Really helps the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.